I'm here to get the swarm that I captured the other day and put in this nuke box. I was originally in a 10 frame, but I decided to move it into a 5 frame nuke box to move it. So I closed it up last night and I'm ready to move it. First thing I want to do is put some tape on it to close it, make sure it stays closed. This blue tape is good for that. So just put it right there. The blue tape is removable. I'm going to throw this rock to the side. Clunk. I think he just heard Charlie. I think he thought I was throwing something for him to catch. We got the bees all locked up here. Now what I got to do is climb up that bank where my camera is and hope that I don't trip. So here we go. It's kind of slippery, a little muddy. But I got it. We're almost there. I am glad of one thing. I can use my sawhorses for something else now. These really come in handy. At this point, I brought my bees up to the car and put them by the shade. I need to load all my things, and I didn't want to get them in the sun for sure. When they're in a nuke box, there's not a lot of ventilation. So when you're traveling with a nuke box, you want to make sure that you have the air conditioner running and everything's cool, because they do get overheated. Those bees cluster up and make a lot of heat. So I got to load up my equipment. Right now I think I'm going to go and have some lunch. I'll leave them here for a few minutes. I'll just have a sandwich and we'll be on our way. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to put the swarm into the 10 frame hive. I've already brought the swarm over here in a 5 frame nuke. You'll see in a minute. Like I said, I'm going to put it in a 10 frame box. I've got some pine needles I picked up the other day. They're nice and dry. Got a few toilet paper rolls here I can start with. I keep my batches in a jar where they'll stay dry, because I've been known to forget and leave them out and get them all wet. Now, got it started. Now, just start one of these toilet paper rolls here. Makes a nice little chimney. Put it down in the bottom. Put a couple more in. Then I'll toss in a few pine needles. Let them catch. Yeah, we got a flame going. So I'll close up the matches. Put my little TP and striker in here. And keep them nice and dry. So I got my smoker working. Yeah, I think so. Then you go get the hive. First thing, I've got a 10 frame bottom board here. On this side, we have 3/4 inch, so lots of room for the bees go in and out. And then on the other side, we have 3/8 of an inch. That's bee space. That's the amount of space the bees will travel through without building comb. But in the case where you have a lot of bees going in and out, then the 3/4 inch is fine, and you might use a reducer, in which case that's what we're going to do. So I take a 3/4 inch reducer out of my kit here, and I don't want to have any robbing, so I want to start with a small opening. So I'll put that in there, and then I'll get a box to go on top. In this box, I've got a stick stuck to the bottom. In this box, I've got 6 frames. No, 5 frames. There's 2 frames of just foundation, and then 3 frames with drawn comb. The bees have already worked out. That'll save a lot of time for them to get started here. Now all I gotta do is line this reducer up here, which I just did, and make sure my box is about right. Yeah, I think that's right. Everything aligned. And then I'm set to go. As long as I can find my hive tool, which I have right over here. I only keep one because I have one more than one. I generally lose one of them. So now we can open up the hive, the nuc box, and move the bees. And I just cut the tape there, and we have a hive full of bees. 5 frames. This is from a storm. This is from a swarm, so there's lots of bees here. They should fill this hive up quite quickly. Now you can see, yeah, lots of bees. So we're going to put that in there, like that. And since I had that, there's one more space here, I'm going to move that over and put the next one in. And there we go. We'll put that right back in the same order as the other one was. You notice I'm wearing gloves. I got a little frustrated. I was going to do a no glove thing, but I got in a hurry. So I decided to go ahead and wear them. That's what I do most of the time because I always get in a hurry. So we move our 5 frames in here. I gotta have a little more room. And there. That swarm is moved into that box. I could probably just leave this nuc box here and the bees will find their way over here because they'll smell that queen pheromones. But the easiest way to do is just dump them in, and they'll find their way. Now, there's 1 or 2 left in here. Hit again. No, still got one. Come on, girls. Get out of there. Got a new home. There. So I toss that aside. And I've got everything lined up here. Well, not quite. Let's see. Let's put it over a little bit further here. A little further there, and everything's all lined up. Now, since it's a swarm, there's no brood in there. I can come back in a couple days and I can do an oxalic acid and kill any mites that might be in that hive, which I will probably do. So now, in this yard, I've had an issue with ants. So in this case, I'm going to use a telescoping cover because the ants don't have a place to hide above the inner cover normally I use. So in this yard, I use this. And the last thing I have to do is put a pail of sugar water on here, and we're good to go. They've already found the entrance here. I'm going to adjust it just a little bit. There. And they're good. And as you can see, I haven't had to use a soaker at all, really. I just set it aside. These are fairly calm. So let me go get that sugar water. If I put a pail of sugar water, 1-to-1 mix, water and sugar, then the bees will have plenty of syrup to survive until they can get some honey built in here and some pollen, which we should have some sunshine over the next few days, so that should be fairly quick. In fact, I think it's going to be so quick. It's May 12th. I think that we might even put a super on this later and overwinter it as a single deep. But we might put a super on it and get some honey. Sure would be nice to have this all ready for sourwood. That's what I'm guessing. It'd be about that time. About 1st of July, I think it is. Sourwood comes in. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'd love to get a super of sourwood That's really good stuff. The bees are orienting right now, and they're getting started to go. They know where they're at. They'll find where they're at. I'll put my things away now. See y'all later. Hey, please do subscribe if you got the opportunity. I appreciate it. It helps me grow. It helps me bring more videos to you. So if you will, hit that subscribe button and the little bell, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate it very much.